In this lesson, you're going to learn how to push notifications in Android using React Native Firebase. So here in documentations of React Native Firebase, just scroll down until you get cloud messaging and press here in usage. Read this note here. This model requires React Native Firebase app, and that's what we've done in previous lessons. So if you didn't integrate Firebase into React Native app, Android, this lesson we're not gonna work with you. So you need first to integrate Firebase app. So follow the previous lesson first, then continue with this. First, install React Native Firebase app, and we have done this before. Second, install this package, React Native Firebase messaging. So let's copy it and go to our terminal and paste it here and press enter to install this package. That's for bot install for iOS. We're going to do that next lesson for iOS. Let's scroll down. First, we got here Expo, and in this lesson, we are following with React Native CLI. So let's scroll down. Those also permissions for iOS. We're going to do that next lesson. Let's scroll down. Now we got here Android. And if you read here on Android API level 32 and below, you don't need to request permission. But for API 33, you will need to request a permission. And since we are building modern apps with higher than 33, we need to request this permission. And now we are in Android 16. This Android 33 refer to Android 13. Okay, so we need to request this permission. So let's go to our code. We have installed the package successfully. So let's go to our folders and create a new folder. Let's name it src. And inside it, we're going to add another folder. Let's call it notifications. And inside this folder, I'm going to create a new file and name it use notifications.ts. Now let's type some JavaScript code here. First, I'm going to create a function for requesting the permission. So const requests user permission is going to be an async function. Async function. And let's go to the docs here. First, we need to import this permissions Android. So let's copy it and paste it here. Second, let's copy this line also. Like this. And let's store it inside a constant. So const granted. This granted is for permissions. Is permission granted or not? It's going to be await this code here. Permissions Android request permission post notifications. Okay. Then let's add an if statement here. So if granted is equals permissions Android dot results dot granted, we're going to log something. Just console dot log notification permission granted. Else we're going to console.log notification permission denied. Okay, so that's the first function to request the permission for Android. Okay. Now, second function is to get the token. And this Firebase token called often FCM token. It's a unique identifier for a specific app installation on a specific device to send notification to this specific device only. So we use those tokens to send notifications to specific devices. Okay, so let's create a function and name it get token. And this is going to be async function. And we're going to add our try catch block. So try catch the error, just console.error. If you got an error, let's just throw an error with failed to get FCM token and pass the error. And inside try, we're going to just get the token from messaging. Let's import Firebase messaging. So we can get the import from here. Let's copy this code here and import it at the top here. Import messaging from React Native Firebase / messaging. So here, messaging dot get token. This method here to get the device token, and just let's log it. So console.log FCM token as, and just pass the token here. And finally, let's export our hook. So export const use notifications. And we're going to add inside it a use effect, trigger those two functions when component render. Don't forget to add this empty array here inside use effect. Okay. Now we're going to fire those two functions, request user permission and get token. And finally, let's just format our document. So right click, format document, or you can use this shortcut, Option and Shift and F. Okay, now let's get back to the docs to do our last step, to set the background listener. So if you scroll down, you're going to see this. When the application is in a background or quiet state, the onMessage handler will not be called when receiving messages. Instead, you need to set up background callback handler via the set background message handler method. So to set it, let's just copy this part of code here and go to index.js. Here, index.js, it's the main root, and just paste this code here. And don't forget to import the messaging. So copy this import and paste it here like that. Now let's test our code, but don't forget to import also this use notifications inside app.tsx. So let's go to app.tsx and import here use notifications. So import use notifications from src notifications, use notifications, and press save. And now let's run Android and test our notifications. So here in terminal, just type yarn Android. Now our app is running, and if you see here, allow chat app to send notifications, and I'm going to press allow. Now let's try to test our notifications. Let's go to our Firebase console. So Firebase console. Let's go to console. Let's select our app Chatty. And let's go to our cloud messaging. So let's press here on run and press here on messaging. Let's press here create your first campaign. I'm going to use Firebase messaging and press create. Let's type anything here, for example, hello world. And in description, let's just type notification received. Now let's try to send a test messaging. So let's press here test message. To send a test message to a specific device, you need to add here FCM token. How to get it? We have typed the function here inside notification to log it here. So what we need to do is just open the terminal and press J to open the development tools, the dev tools, and inside it, you're going to see here the FCM token in the log here. So let's just copy it like that, copy it, and go to our Firebase and paste it here and press here and press test. But make sure you close your Android app. So your app should be closed. If you want to send messages when your app is opened, we need to add extra steps, and we're going to do that later. Now let's try to send another notification. The first notification, we didn't get it because our app was open. But now here, look, we got here first notification. Hello world, notification received. Let's just type anything. For example, hello Sawi, for example. And here notification 222. And press send and select this token and press test. Now we got here also the notification. Hello Sawi, notification 222. I would like to mention that's for testing messages for a specific device with specific some tokens. So you can here add a couple of tokens here, a couple multiple tokens. But what if you want to send it to all your users? To do that, you need to complete the campaign. So press next and select the target here. We got here Android and iOS. We didn't configure the iOS yet. We're going to do that in next lesson. For here, I'm going to use Android and press next. Here the schedule, you can select the time that you want to send the notification. I'm going to select now and press next. Here you can create specific channels and all of those fields are optional. Now let's press preview and press publish. In this case, notification will get a little bit delay because you send it to all devices. So we will just wait sometimes until we got the notification. Not too much time. It can take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 1 minute. We're going to just wait until we got the notification. And we got the notification here from our campaign. Next lesson, we're going to push notifications in iOS.